Oh, hello. Welcome back. Glad you could join me. Got another long couple of days. Luckily we've got another bank holiday. It's the third bank holiday I think in about 6 weeks, so we're doing alright, aren't we? Today I think what I'm going to do is clear the shed out because it's got really messy really quickly. I can't really do a lot. I don't have any compost. I need to go and buy some, so I can't really fill the beds up and that. So what I'll do today is I think I'll just, declutter the shed. I've got some racking so I can put some new shelves up and bits and pieces, make it a little bit more tidy. And then tomorrow when I come down I can have a look at the beds. I'll go and get some compost later on or tomorrow morning, we'll see. And I've got some seeds to plant as well for tomorrow, so we'll go into that a little bit later. But for now, let me show you the shed. Right, as you can see, it's a bit of a mess. Mainly because I don't have anywhere to hang my hand tools. I don't have anywhere really to put anything on shelves. I mean, that shelve's not even 6 inches deep, so it's not very useful. They're all falling apart, the wood's rotten, the brackets aren't very good, they're held in by one screw each, so they're not doing much. So what I've got this racking, and I'm going to stick a couple of strips of that up the back and a couple on one of the sides, and then get some wood up for the shelves. So I'll have a lot more surface area to stick stuff and be a bit more organised, and hopefully have some hanging space on the other side for my hand tools, and then some floor space for bits and pieces, the larger stuff. Well, so let's get going. So here is my empty shed. I'll rip these shelves out, then I'll get going with the new stuff. Okay, so packed up now for the evening. Be back tomorrow, but it's taken longer than I thought. I've got my rails up. I haven't really got any shelves up yet. This shelf at the top's just temporary until I bring some thicker wood, wider wood. I ended up repairing pretty much the whole of the bottom of the shed on the left hand side. I've ripped off some rotten panels along the back and the bottom and the side. Hello again, it's Sunday now, Sunday afternoon. I've had lots of things to do this morning, so I haven't really had opportunity to get down here until now. One of those things this morning was to go and pick up some more compost and manure, because the main focus for today for me is to complete that large raised bed that I started in the last video. Fill that up with compost and manure, and get some stuff sown in there. I've got some seeds that I want to put in. I've got a few more tomato plants, and maybe the peppers, because really they're getting too big for their pots now. So I'm going to have to chance it and grow them outside, see how it goes. Might be lucky, we don't know. So let's go and show you the rest of the stuff that I've got today. Yeah, so the main focus today is to finish this off. So as you can see, I've got a big pile of compost and manure. I also bought some of the bamboo canes so I can stick some in my pot where my beans are, and I've just got some extra for spare, and I've got a stake as well, because the smaller of the two apple trees is being propped up currently. That's because it had fallen over. Last week it fell over and it was actually laying on top of one of the sinks over there. So I bought a stake so I can tie it up properly, and then when it's finished fruiting at the end of the year, I'll try and snip it back so that it's not too lopsided, because at the moment it is a bit lopsided, as you can see. It just grows off to the left, so I'll cut the one of the top branches off and try and train it back to grow upwards rather than sideways. Yeah, so as I said, loads of manure and compost. I'm going to make this bed double height, finish that off, maybe put a divider across the middle, fill it up and get some stuff in. I also bought some more small tomato plants, so I'll be sticking them in this section with the bigger tomato plant. And then I've got some seeds which I'll show you later. We'll get into that a bit later. So first job is completing the raised bed and getting all the compost and manure in. So first side of the bed's done. Manure, compost, dug it over, watered it down. Now to get sowing. I've got some beetroots, spring onions, and a couple of packs of lettuce, different varieties. One's a cut and come again, and one's just an all sorts. So we'll see what we get with them. Yeah, so I'm just going to sow these, and in a few weeks, hopefully, we'll reap the benefits. So that's all my seeds in. Got 2 rows of spring onions, 1 at either end, row of beetroots, row of each a type of lettuce. Let's see how it goes, I guess. Okay, so probably going to head home in a minute. It's 7:20, so time's getting on a bit. This one I will do tomorrow and get the peppers in and the other tomato plants, and then I'll put some netting over that because we don't want them eaten as soon as they go in. Just gonna water everything, pack all my stuff away, and then I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. Alright, so my peppers are out.
I've lined them up how I think they should go. I'm hoping that's enough space, because that's all I've got at the moment. And then obviously the tomatoes, 4 tomato plants down here next to the bush tomato. So we'll give it a go, get them in, and then cross our fingers. So it's actually Tuesday now, unexpected half day at work, which is nice. So what I thought I'd do, I've just come down to do some watering, but I thought I would show you basically what I got done over the weekend, a kind of a summary. Obviously this bed's now done, got my peppers in, got the extra tomatoes in, and despite it being partially dug up, I got my seeds for the beetroot, spring onions, what else did I put in there? I've forgotten already. Beetroot, spring onions, oh yeah, lettuce as well, of course I have. Then obviously I've got my canes up for these beans, so that should look nice and pretty once it's done. I got the stake in for the tree, and a sort of a crutch thing going on there, which will hold the horizontal branch up, hopefully take some of the strain off the stake. And then I planted some pak choi seeds, which are in the propagator there. So hopefully by the time this pak choi comes out of the bed, those seedlings will be ready to go in. So that's it really. I just thought I'd give you a quick summary, because I don't think I've done that yesterday. And yeah, I've actually got some flowers coming up on the brambles over there, so we might get a few blackberries, bits and pieces coming up, which will be nice. The shed, I've got some of the racking in, no proper shelves yet. I didn't bring any of the wood down that I've got for these shelves, so that'll have to happen at some point during the week or the weekend. I've got all my tools up on the wall now, so it's a bit more space on the floor. Yeah, so I'll just spin you around, hang on. Yeah, so thank you for watching as always, and I will see you in the next one.